Amy Sue was raised by, she's adopted by older white folks. So she knew old white songs like my mom did better than I did, you know. So when I talked to her and stuff, Ralphie get angry, Ralphie get mad, give me the biggest lecture I've ever had. So, you're funny, Amy. Okay. Oh, she in a lot of ways was a very funny person. Her life was hell on earth because she was manipulated by the Temple of Set Illuminati to try to turn me into an angry monster. So she's, you know, that little Amy Sue is not as bad as the people that studied her like a science project to manipulate her and said what a bad person she is. She comes from Nazis. It's like, yeah, okay. Yeah. Ernest Borgnine and Richard Thomas's character from All Is Quiet in the Western Front is my Amy Sue's relatives. Okay. And all the people, you know, studying in her lab with Joseph Mengele say they're really evil. Oh, wow, Dr. Mengele, oh, very evil. Whoever wins getting to the nuclear weapon to blow us all up rules the world. And that's what it says in all their religion. Oh, in the Torah it says, you know, if you have more nuclear weapons than your neighbors, your religion reigns supreme. I'm certain it does. I'm the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. I'm the spirit of Adam, Moses, David, Jesus, John. And in the Torah, every other chapter, it says, accumulate more nuclear weapons than everybody else and threaten to blow them up if your God doesn't reign supreme. I swear, it's like we recite it every morning in Torah school. You're being obnoxious. Yes, very fucking obnoxious, asshole. Okay, and these assholes in Iran that after the fucking bullshit with Jimmy Carter, they sat with the Iranians and mass murdered their own people for 10 years to boost up the oil economy once all the death and decay went in and they could start pumping oil again. I mean, God, wow, I think we ought to go to school. Everybody break out your readers. Okay, now we're going to learn about Genghis Khan. Oh, look at the suit Dobie Gillis has on. Look at the suit Warren Beatty's got on. Which will the pot blonde want to have sex with and have children with? Who's going to make more money after they graduate from high school and college? Hey, Andy Hardy, explain it to us. Judge Hardy, you tell us the laws that require them to make the money legally so they can fuck the hot blonde. Hey, look, it's John Nash. What a beautiful mind. He won a Nobel Prize. What else have you won? Not Weird Al. He didn't even get a copy of the lousy home game. It's Jeopardy Masters, right? You're like, fuck. Ralphie get angry, Ralphie get mad. Give me the biggest lecture I ever had. Yeah. Okay. I sat and listened to, I did turn it off. I had morbid curiosity. I turned up the sound. Listened to this one guy, Nasser, and Wendy Sherman, right? Who served with the great Hillary Clinton. More sarcasm, obviously. And so they're sitting there, well, we did this deal and did that, and he fucked it up, and blah, 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 blah. Okay, guys. There was once a man named Tom Clancy, and he came up with a movie called The Sum of All Fears there, where they got a dirty bomb, and they blew it up in a vending machine in Washington, D.C., and almost killed Morgan Freeman, the first black president. And Bennifer Affleck's, you know, Jennifer's two-time love me two-time, babe, went and saved him in his limo. It's like, well, the president lives, but all those poor people in D.C. died. Well, that's okay. They probably got the cocaine-snorting Black Mirror who was a total shithead. Okay, what about the first black president? Was he a total shithead? He wasn't black, he was brown. Right. We haven't had a black president yet. Right. Okay. Is there anyone very, 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 very dark that could run for president so we can have our first black president? You're obnoxious. Yes, I'm completely obnoxious. Okay. Fuck being a president. Fuck being a prime minister. Fuck being a general. Fuck being an admiral. And fuck being anything at the comm, on the Enterprise, or whatever else you come up with in your using my imagination, you fucking psychotic Oompa Loompas. Okay. Guys. Okay. In the Torah, in the Bible, and in the Quran, if you read the book of Daniel, which I'm sure is in the Torah, you realize there's these murderers that invent war machines to destroy the creation of God with their own evil invention. And it's an abomination and it needs to stop and they need to live the perfection of the Lord's Prayer. Heart of Psalms, seat of Proverbs. The circle of life, Genesis, Revelation, life's eternal, grace is infinite. Aha! That can be taught. You are so sarcastic. I know, but are you getting it? Is it new editions? You didn't get it yet? My secret? Do a double take? Okay, what? I gotta download some of those, especially Mr. Telephone Man. Yeah, I think so too. But, note to self, I'll forget. But I'll forget that. I won't forget Nancy Wilson and Johnny Mathis. No, they're my two favorites, so I won't forget them. But it's okay. It doesn't short-term, long-term memory. It's not that important. If it's more important to you, you'll remember it. If it's not that important to you, you'll probably most likely just okay. That can, it's not Thursday, so I'm throwing the French toast in the trash because Thursday's oatmeal day, right? I'm just being facetious. You're funny. I know, but so, when you sit and I listen to those people, and I'm like, guys, any asshole at MIT or Caltech can strap a nuclear weapon that they set off at Hiroshima or Nagasaki, okay, to a good-sized drone because you can make it out of lighter materials and still have the same effect, and fly it into Jersey Shore, Miami Beach, or anywhere, or Middle Largo, or Key Largo, or wherever, and do this, the sum of all fears with True Lies. Right? You remember watching that? It's like they just set off a nuclear weapon in the ocean. They just blew up the Little Mermaid, and oh no way, under the sea. He's dead. Yes. What's his name? Sebastian? They're all dead now? Yes, they just set off the nuclear weapon right off the Key Largo there. No, who's looking at you, kid? You know what kind of catastrophic effects that would have on the ecosystem? Amy liked that movie a lot, and I was watching it going, that movie was insane and horrible. You don't want to set off a nuclear weapon. It would cause some problems. Well, the salt water does help neutralize a lot of the nuclear radiation. Okay, but it still doesn't take away the devastating effects of doing something that fucking insane and stupid in our delicate ecosystem. You mean like Los Angeles? Yes. New York? Yes. Mexico City? Aha. Tokyo? Beijing? Wow. Okay. You fuckers are crazy. Just forgive, debt, and trespass, love to another, eternal faithful peace, share, care, give, of course, deed, built to last. You really think that your artificial general intelligence is getting stupider to go to Jupiter to get, so we can all go to Mars and get more candy bars with Elon Musk? Son of a biscuit eater and son of bacon eater. Okay, do you understand? I want to be a millionaire. I want to be a billionaire. You're right. The cost of living has gone up since ABC came up with Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Right. $1 million would go in 2 years if you were trying to have sex with the wrong bitch who you thought was the right bitch. There you go. Okay, do you understand? You're funny. I know. Shopping sucks. But people, you gotta love them because life's eternal and grace is infinite. And I am a child of God, and he didn't send you anywhere because God's omniscient and omnipotent, and you need to pull your head out of your ego, which is my best asset. Shh. No, it's not. You're an idiot. Okay, so when you're dealing with these people, you got to realize who you're dealing with. And there is forms of population control in this, but when they kill people, make them angry and depressed, you attack the inner structure, you starve people to death, you torture them through elongation of frustration and anger and giving up hope and wanting to just die. So you can manipulate the surplus population because you can't get them to do anything they don't want to do. And they have to wish just to be free from all this hell. So they want to be eliminated from all this hell. So, you isolate, contain, and you eliminate their will to live in a molecular structure through holy covenants, because there are no holy covenants, because we're in control of the horizontal. And in the year 2035-10 of God to come, and he ought to be here by then. Maybe he'll look around himself and say, it's time for the judgment day. Whoa. I've thought about putting that one on, but it's such a limerick, it kind of hurts my ears to listen to it now. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I liked it when I was a kid because I thought, wow, that's really creepy. We got to do something about that. And Jesus goes, yeah, but it's also as stupid as that televangelist preacher reading the book of Revelation to you out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, when you're a little kid trying to listen to Al Wilson, Samantha Sang, and Maxine Nightingale, Earl. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna go check the mail. This one should load. Stop wanting to do things for money and be famous and successful so the devil can look at you and say, you did a good job for my fuck money, you little rotten murdering pig. You're just a dog fart, aren't you? Yeah, now you know how David Rockefeller sees you. Okay, when I look at people, I see them eternally and go all Roger Whiskers on you. I'll be loving you eternally. And I reach into you and try to pull the soul out of the mind so you can live in the kingdom of heaven with me. Está aquí hoy, órale, todos entes, todos tiempos, till the end of time. All right? I don't care if Max and Emmy's mom is mad at me. Trust me, I am more disappointed in her than she is mad at me. And she doesn't show up to live the Lord's Prayer muy rapido. I am going to continue to be more disappointed in her than she is upset with me. Okay, Max, I thought we talked about this. Hi, Emmy. I was about to tell Emmy I said hey, but I said hi, Emmy instead. Okay, Emmy? I love you too. Love you too. Love you both. Love you. I love you beyond forever and infinity and more. You don't come back from infinity. No. You don't try to go to infinity. We're not that stupid. Right. You guys are... There's some smart... Those are some mas intelligente coconuts there. You guys better like mountains. There's not much better than dark chocolate with coconut. And macaroons. Macaroons are the best. Macaroons do feel like love and tenderness. And if abuela makes them, then they are. Okay. All right, guys, I love you. I'm going to go. That was pretty funny. I was not expecting that. No, I'm kind of stupid. I get hit from left field all the time. Like, what the fuck was that? I don't want to know. I do. Well, I love kids. You know how much I love kids. Earl loves babies, even when they're 17 going on 18. Honey, you're quite naive. Okay, guys, I love you, right? Peace, man.